again as this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports continues. Players are topped off with Gatorade, hydrated, and ready to get going again as well.
A nice quarter for Westbrook. He has 8 points, and he's got 2 baskets from out in three-point land.
And I'm sure they'd like to get a few more of those out of him.
And as we begin the second half, first half wasn't even close, guys, and we'll see if there is a comeback on our hands or more of the same as we get the third quarter started. Russell Westbrook really making a difference here.
And the thing I noticed most in that first half was his offense. He was not wasteful with his opportunities and also did a great job of converting with the chances he had.
I agree with you, Greg. Judicious shot selection. All of his looks were good looks.
Inside, you've got Ibaka and Cannon. Andre Robertson out there with Russell Westbrook. And it's Durant in it. The 3 spot. That's the lineup in the game for Oklahoma City.
How about that? Breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that dunk.
A nice way to pad that lead a little more.
Yes, indeed. And who could forget the tear that Westbrook went on last season? I mean, after the All-Star break, it was just triple-double after triple-double for him.
To the wing on the left. Here's Roberson, guarded by Green. Leonard with the steal. Here's Parker. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. Greg, for Westbrook, as you were talking about him, the triple-double stretch included 4 in a row. He had 6 triple-doubles, Clark, in 8 games. He was sensational.
Yeah, it really was, Kevin. And what's even more amazing was that he was very close to a triple-double, even on the nights he didn't get one. Man, he's a guy who showed you what it means to carry a team.
Looking at who's out there now for the Thunder. Nick Collison's checked in for Ibaka. Singler comes in for Kevin Durant. And Dion Waiters subbed in for Andre Robertson. Spurs trail by 10. Parker outside. San Antonio calls timeout.
Well, you know that Kawhi Leonard has an incredible reach with his arms, but even his hands are just massive, measured at 10 inches long and 11 inches wide. Wow.
Well, to give some perspective on Leonard's hand size that Greg was talking about, Clark, those measurements, 11 by 10, are what you typically would find on 7-footers. Well, this kid's 6'6", 6'7".
Yeah, and I'm 6'9", and I'm about 9 by 7, okay?
Huh.
So that just lets you know.
Wow.
The only other hands comparable to that, Dr. J.
Ooh, yes, huge. Looking at who's out there now for the Thunder. Kevin Durant's checked in for Collison. And Anthony Morrow's subbed in for Waiters.
And he placed that pass out in front of him and let him just run into it in rhythm.
There's the double team with Ginobili. Right side Durant. Left side Westbrook. Oklahoma City moving it around. Left side Adams. 6 to shoot. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. Nice shot by Singler.
2 points for Kyle Singler.
Singler's got the lead up to 14 now for the Thunder.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Great ball movement.
Now here's Mills. Here's Ginobili. Hits the jump hook. Ginobili's got his 2nd bucket of the game to go.
Defense just not strong enough to throw him off his shot there. Sometimes it takes a little more effort to defend him down low.
Down low. It's Durant on the wing. No good from outside. We know Oklahoma City has the stars, the big names, the offensive flair. But, you know, Greg, this team, and you appreciate this, is a very tough defensive group.
Yeah, I think they've matured in that area. In the past, that wasn't always true. But last year, the Thunder really hung their hat on their defense. Top 10 in opponents' field goal percentage.
Here's Westbrook. 8 points for him. Singler for 3. That shot is off, coming up empty for the second time this game. 4 for 6. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Sure could, Kev. I mean, too many empty trips. They need some points.
And Ginobili, here we go.
Assist from
Terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around.
Kevin, he's been a bright spot in what's otherwise been a little bit of a struggle for this team.
Westbrook with it. West picks him up. Back to Durant. Just 5 on the clock. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. And that's now 11 points for Kevin Durant. Ginobili dishes to West. Anderson against Durant. And Anderson kicks to Ginobili. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires. Ginobili's got 8 points. Oklahoma City leading by 11. Right side, Westbrook. Adams, the pass to Durant. Outside, Westbrook. The 3 from Morrow. And again, Oklahoma City with the triple.
This defense is giving their shooters free rein to operate from beyond the arc.
And when you allow shooters to get in a rhythm, then you're going to have problems because they can hit it even when you start to defend it with intensity.
Now here's Ginobili. He's got 8.
Clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there, earned those free throws.
for Oklahoma City.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And he hit 72% of his foul shots a season ago, but I'm not sure he's real thrilled with those numbers.
And guys, that was an element of his game that he could not get turned around. I mean, he was really in a funk, and it lasted all season.
Catching up on the changes for Oklahoma City. Enes Kanter's checked in for Steven Adams. Ibaka comes in for Kevin Durant. Waiters, he's checked in for Anthony Morrow. And DJ Augustine subbed in for Russell Westbrook. Augustine dishes to Kanter.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter, just served him up.
Parker. No good. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. And we welcome you back as we get going here in the 4th quarter. The final quarter of play can change everything. Here's Augustine. On the floor for San Antonio, starting the 4th quarter. Parker and Green are the guard pairing. Kawhi Leonard is out there with LaMarcus Aldridge. And it's Diaw in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Spurs trail by 15. Green misses in close.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
Singler, no good. Here's San Antonio now. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Green kicks to Aldridge. And there's the 3-second violation.
Just a boneheaded play there, guys. Plain and simple.
Well, tell me how you really feel about that, Greg. But you're right. I mean, mistakes like that will keep you from cutting deficits, no doubt.
Oklahoma City leading by 15. Here's Augustine. Pass to Waiters. Dishes it to Augustine. Ball's knocked loose. 6 on the shot clock. Offensive rebound. Spurs trail by 15. Green kicks to Leonard. Drains it from beyond the arc.
For 3.
Leonard's got the first points up on the board here in the fourth for San Antonio. The dish to Cantor. Singler passes to Cantor. Back to Singler. He feeds it to Ibaka. It's hauled in by LaMarcus Aldridge. Spurs shooting has been terrific. 54% on the game.
Out of bounds.
And it's out of bounds to the Spurs as San Antonio retains possession.
3 points. Over.
You know what? A low percentage pass on that one, but sometimes it's worth the risk.
Well, that time the risk did not pay off because it was well defended.
Catching up on the changes for Oklahoma City. Durant's checked in for Kyle Singler. Morrow comes in for Dion Waiters. And Russell Westbrook is subbed in for Augustine. San Antonio calls timeout.
Thunder Girls.
The San Antonio Spurs, a team that has had such a strong core and is so disciplined, Clark, it's hard to see them struggle, even think of them struggling, even on the road.
Well, you know, last season they did have trouble at times on the road, but 22-19, still not too bad.
And let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear Greg Popovich coaching his team during that last break. He told his players, turnovers are killing us right now. We can't keep trying to make the home run play. Settle down, run the offense, and make the simple pass. Kevin, sounds easy enough.
Great. Thanks for the report, Doris.
And for the Spurs on the road, it was the scoring. They were so good at home, but scored 8.5 points less per game on the road. That was the biggest margin in the NBA.
And this is Cantor.
Checking out the game Tim Duncan is having. He has 8 points and a pretty good rebounding performance from him also.
And Clark, he's been terrific in terms of his positioning and boxing out very well also, just battling hard on every possession.
That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2.
Boy, it's been a long time since the Spurs had a losing record on the road, so there aren't any concerns for them. I mean, they've never had a losing road record since Tim Duncan was drafted. Wow, that's back to 1997.
Durant dishes to Morrow. Takes it from 10. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. And that's 13 points for Kevin Durant.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
Cantor kicks to Durant. From deep, Morrow. And again, Oklahoma City with the triple.
Despite his ineffectiveness, the team has found other scoring options, which you have to have when one of your main guys is struggling.
Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter.
That's an unusual, surprising miss for him. Typically, he's good on those inside.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for the Thunder.
Tonight, they seem committed to the three-point shot.
That certainly was their main meal, their bread and butter, if you will.
A fantastic show. And what an amazing all-around game it was for Westbrook. A big part of their success was his ability to keep the ball moving, finding guys when they would flash open.
And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Thunder.
Their high-energy defensive effort has paid off for them, guys, with more than a few steals over the course of the ball game.
And the other thing they've done since the beginning of this game is score points